Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, and peace and blessings to all the brothers and sisters who tuned in and can hear this message. My name is Asa El Yasharala from the Israelite Temple #1. Now, the purpose of this message today is to not only warn my brothers and sisters out there of the pitfalls of being lukewarm, but also to discuss, why it's paramount that we are setting a good example. You know what I mean? When I first came into the truth, one of the biggest issues that I had was that I was lukewarm. Although I was learning the history of the Bible, and I was learning some precepts that I could quote here and there and may be able to answer a question or two. I was still trying to hold on to different habits and different attitudes that I was bringing from the world with me essentially into the truth. A lot of the things that I struggle with as far as smoking weed and, just wasting my time doing things like, drinking excessively, partying, smoking weed, playing video games. And in addition to those things, I had a very bad attitude. I had a very contentious attitude. And, I won't go as far as to say, obviously we know drinking is acceptable, but you don't want to be a drunkard. And I won't go as far as to say, smoking weed or playing video games are wicked things to do. I know people have different opinions on stuff like that. But if you're going to be in the service of the Most High, my opinion is that you can certainly find something more constructive to do with your time and your resources than to smoke weed and pretty much play, these video games. Now, with that said, like I said, I was very lukewarm. I had a very contentious attitude, and really the only thing that was doing was alienating me from brothers who were investing their time and investing their resources and trying to help see me become a better person and grow into a better Israelite man. It's almost like what James said in the book of James, chapter 1 and 22. You got to be doers of the word and not hearers only. And there was a point in time where I was a hearer only, and I could regurgitate what I was hearing, but it wasn't necessarily translating into my actions and into my behavior. And it's also like that which was spoken in Revelation 3:15 and 16. Where you're warned, or we're warned about being lukewarm. It says it's better if you're either hot or cold. Now having an opportunity to learn this knowledge and gain this wisdom is absolutely a privilege. You know what I mean? It's something that we need to take seriously, and we need to go about it as if it's extremely important to us, because everybody simply doesn't have the ears to hear. There are people who you could continually admonish them with these precepts and with this knowledge and with this information, but it's just not going to resonate with them. You know what I mean? So to all those who do have the ears to hear and do have the eyes to see, you have to take this seriously. And you have to choose this day who you're going to serve. Like Joshua said in Joshua chapter 24, choose ye this day who you shall serve, because you can't do both. You can't serve God and be in the world at the same time, because all you're going to end up doing is just continually putting stumbling blocks in your path. And the reason why it's better for you to be hot or cold is because if you're hot and you have a good fervor for the service of the Lord, not only are you going to be a benefit to all those around you, but you're also going to be a great benefit and bring much blessings and mercy upon yourself. It's also better if you're just cold. Because if you're cold and you're ignorant and you don't necessarily know what's expected of you, then you can be taught that information and shown what is necessary in order for you, to turn away from that, but you absolutely can't be lukewarm, because if you're lukewarm, essentially, you know what it is that you're supposed to do, but you just are not having the discipline and self control to make it happen. And that's a bad spot to be in, because we don't want to get spewed out at the time that Yahweh Shah Hamashiach returns. And, we don't want the Lord telling us that He doesn't know us when that time comes. Now, with that said, it's also paramount that we carry ourselves in a righteous way and make sure that we're setting a good example for the brothers and sisters and for all the people that have an opportunity to come in contact with us. Because what I realize now is that, even though I learned a lot of information as far as scriptures and history and things of that nature, when I came into the truth, the thing that I benefit from the most today is not necessarily the things that were said to me by my elders and the brothers who had more knowledge to me, but the thing that was most beneficial to me was having that opportunity to spend time with them and be around them, because I had the opportunity to watch how they spoke and watch how they treated others and watch how they carried themselves. And those are the things that I most try to emulate today. So it wasn't necessarily the words of their mouth that they were saying to me that benefited me the most, but it was just having that opportunity to be around them and watch what they do. So the example that they set for me has helped me become a better man, rather, more so than the words that they actually taught me, if that makes sense. So, choose ye this day who you're going to serve, brothers. And you need to take the history in this Bible seriously, because this is our culture, this is our heritage, and this is the history of our people. And we need to get back to that and try our best to understand it, so that we can change the mindset that we're currently in. You know what I mean? Because as a result of a lot of our missteps and a lot of our poor decisions, we were cut off from our history. But now that we're having an opportunity to relearn it and gain it back, we absolutely need to take advantage of that and take that seriously. One of the most important things that you can do as an Israelite man or woman is read the Bible for yourself. Laziness is a very terrible demon to have. There's nothing wrong learning from others. There's nothing wrong listening to righteous counsel. There's nothing wrong watching videos and letting people teach you. But the most important thing that you can do is read for yourself, because you'll start to grow in understanding and you'll start to ask the right questions that'll help you get to where you need to be. All right. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. If you like the information that's being shared, I certainly encourage you to like, comment, share these videos, and subscribe. And if you have an issue with anything that's being shared, then please comment below, and I'll be happy to have a dialogue with you. All right.